this, and then we'll come to the crossbench. Senator Reynolds.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy President. I too rise to take note of Minister Fifield's answer. And I've got to say, after nearly 4 years in this place, it never ceases to amuse me, the chutzpah of those opposite, talking about the NBN and other projects that they implemented and that they developed and completely stuffed up. The list is long: pink bats, school halls, unfunded NDIS programs, and the NBN is yet just another one of their failures. So after the mess that they left us, and I would like to remind those of exactly what you left us. So here we have a large, probably one of the largest infrastructure projects ever in this country. And how was it developed and it was planned? Wasn't on the back of a wine-stained coaster in a VIP jet with some great idea your colleague Stephen Conroy had. Let's do this NBN. And oh, it hadn't been drinking, so it was just a wine-stained coaster. Well, how does it explain this project? That's even worse if he actually came up with this plan sober. I mean, good Lord. So let's have a look at this. After all of their pontificating, let's have a look at what they left this government 4 short years ago. After 6 years of Labor, how many households do you think were connected after 6 years of Labor? How many? Oh no, Senator, there was more than none. There was 51,000 across the entire country under Labor who were connected. Labor's fibre to the premise NBN policy would have cost $30 billion more under their own figures and taken 6 to 8 years longer to complete. Now, one of the things this project, like so many of the others, show that there's two maxims in politics. You never let the Labor Party next to taxpayers' money because you know they're going to stuff it up, and you certainly never let them near any large-scale project management, particularly on infrastructure, because they not only will waste taxpayers' money, they will completely stuff it up. And we've seen that with NDIS, and we've seen this with NBN. And so Labor paid. Let's have a look at the facts that not even those opposite can dispute. Labor paid $6 billion for the NBN to pass just 3% of households. I'll say that again. So you paid $6 billion for the NBN to pass 3% of Australian premises. And in fact, the rollout was so badly managed by those opposite, the contractors actually downed tools and they stopped construction in 4 states. Remember that? Those opposite try very hard to whitewash history, how much you spent, how little you delivered. 51,000 households, tell me I'm wrong, and it cost $6 billion to roll it out for 3% of premises. And so what do you think, Senators? Under Labor, how many rollout targets on their own dodgy planning do you think they met? How many targets did those opposite meet in the rollout when they spent $6 billion to pass 3% of households, with 51,000 households take up? How many of their milestones do you think they met? Not a single one. Not a single one. So, what is it like under coalition after 4 years? The NBN is now available to half of all Australian premises, or more than 6.2 million. 6 years, 50,000 households. 4 years, 6.2 million premises. And it has over 3 million active connections. And all Australian premises will be connected by 2020. Now, the Coalition's NBN and the facts are irrefutable, and nobody over there can actually deny these because they are facts, reported facts. Our NBN is connecting more users every 2 weeks, than Labor connected in 6 years. So every 2 weeks we are connecting more than those opposite did in 6 years. So that's 30,000 premises per week are being connected, compared to, so 2 weeks, 30,000 premises, 6 years, 51,000 premises. Despite all of the howling of those opposite and trying to rewrite history of this project, the NBN is on track and to be available to 2/3 of Australian premises this year. with more than 9 out of 10 premises in 2019. And as I said, all Australians will be connected by 2020.
Thank you, Senator Reynolds.
Those
Your
are the
time has
facts.
expired.